Good morning, everyone. I am again attempting to do some stretching, some warming up, some yoga. My low back is unhappy. Uh, it is apparently a side effect of the chemotherapy, of the chemotherapies that I've been on, but I'm also starting to suspect I'm just old and broken, and this is the new normal. But uh, as does happen in the mornings, I'm conversing back and forth with Musical Zeus on topics, and the topic, uh, the continued battle of perceived censorship and perceived tyranny, of perceived authoritarianism and government oppression and all the like around the plague of 2020, of which I can only lightly touch on uh, because in large part the censorship is real. I have been hit by it several times. I don't know if that light behind my head is going to be weird. Is what it is. I have been hit by the censorship uh, uh, stick several times as collateral damage because the videos I was participating in. I thought personally I was on the side of the authority, or the kind of the mainstream authority thought, where the vaccines were effective and safe. Uh, we had proven them before. It was just that it happened faster than people were comfortable with. That there were gag orders and mandates, and it's come down to what I see it coming down to is what I see it coming down to on humanity in many 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 ways, and every day it gets worse. Is we are hierarchical. I want to do the. I gotta stop picking on it. Uh, the hierarchical landscape that is humanity, the human creature. We like a hierarchy, and we like to elect and put trust in people that we think have authority and knowledge that we don't have. Well, most people want to go about their daily grind and get the job done, and somebody that's smarter, they want them, or smarter in that field, they want them to put the effort into knowing what they think we should know and understand, and be the authority in that. And we've lost the plot a lot because we are running into I'm gonna have to say it's a type of choice paralysis. With my basic overall arc is humans aren't anymore, and haven't been really prepared for the choices and the amount of information, or the amount of information and the choices that information allows us. And there's too many opinions, too many individual stories, too many broken brains, too much past abuse and manipulation and false ideas and mysticism intermixed with authorities on both the progressive and the conservative side, the actual authorities, and then the influencers, the YouTube influencers that watched a lot of YouTube videos and did their own research. I'm one of those. I am right now a talking head on YouTube. But I think the problem is that we no longer can process all the intricacies of reality, largely of our own creation. We're smart enough that we've made very complicated things in our lives in an attempt to make our lives better and easier. We always want to invent to solve a problem, and then once we invent something that solves that problem, it comes with other choices and other abilities not intended, unintended consequences of our own genius. And I don't think that we can rationally handle it anymore. My thought, overarching, or my, I guess, mysticism, my religion, is that, fingers crossed, AI is benevolent, is aligned with us. We don't corrupt it before it becomes an authority, and that it becomes our caretakers and understands better how to make us better humans. There's going to be a ton of problems with that, but there's already thousands and thousands and thousands of other religions. Christianity comes to mind, where they believe there is an authority that knows better how to make us better human beings. So it's not, I'm placing my hope in a known technology that I see coming, versus the mystical conjurations of an ignorant population back in the day that was doing just the best they could, but it's all based on mysticism. Where I like to think that my religion on AI, of digital angels that we are creating the angels that bring us closer to God, the universe, that help us understand the universe better. That's more of a concrete path than the invisible sky wizard knows better and does it. But what I don't think that humans are now able to manage ourselves. Things have gotten really complicated. And if you come from different places in society where you're a rugged conservative individualist that thinks I should decide for myself, versus someone that is, I guess, a little on my side at some point, a little more progressive, trusting in the authorities, which I've lost a lot of trust in the authorities, where you trust in people that understand better than you do, than I do, to get my information from. And if they say something I don't like, well, I'm still going to follow it and then figure out why I don't like it. And if it's having to do your own research either way. But I think this tug of war behind I know better what's best for me, and the authorities know better what's best for you and society in general. I think that tug of war is not going to ever help us again. You as an individual really do not know what's best for you. We don't. The world's too complicated. There's too many choices. There's too many bigger things at play that none of us had any hand in or any influence on, and yet we find ourselves here today with those influences, and the idea of just ignoring all that because you think you know best, it is scary also. I don't see, was it Dr. John Campbell was talking to, was it Rose something Cook? I don't have my glasses on and I'm tired. We're going to have this conversation over and over and over and over and over. And I think to Musical Zeus and I, we're both going to make good points, and we're both going to be frustrated at the stupidity of the others doing something that we don't think they should do. And I don't think anything that we say is going to move the needle at all. But it's fun talking about it. I do wish that the censorship on the corporate censorship because Paul, you you focus on government censorship and how government is bad. Sure, sure, sure. And I focus on corporate manipulation and censorship based on dollars and the dollars of other corporations, advertising dollars, having more of an influence over censorship. And I think that's even worse. Corporations, uh, as I understand it was meant to be, meant, should, uh, governments have more oversight by the people than a private corporation. And private corporations, their oversight only seems to be the dollar. Both how much they can bribe the government to allow them or get away with, and how much uh, individuals, but also corporations that will advertise or pay, will tell others uh, to not say something or to have an opinion. There's manipulation all the way around. None of it's a fair game. None of it's the the invisible hand of the market being generous and fair and making everything the way it should be or the right way. There's no government authority that knows best, that is doing everything in your personal uh, uh, direction. There's no. It's all a shit show, and I don't. I'm going to work on getting myself a bunker with fantastic internet and just a place to uh, a safe place to spew my commentary on the show that is humanity. Oh, man, good luck. I don't know what I'm talking about. I had thoughts.